everyone, so today I am here to do the first book review of the month, and of course that is going to be City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. I know I said I wanted this to win, and it did. So I'm super excited to this review. I've read into it by reading the book flap in here. I will put a spoiler warning if you have not read any of the other Mortal Instruments books, because this is book 5. I really highly suggest you do not watch this at all, so I may drop some spoilers, I may not. Warning, warning, warning. This is a really long one too, so forgive me if I mess up like a good billion times. The demon Lilith has been destroyed and Jace freed from captivity. When Shadowhunters arrive, they only find blood and broken glass. Not only is the boy Clary loves is missing, so is the boy she hates, her brother Sebastian, who is determined to bring the Shadowhunters to their knees. The Clay's magic cannot locate either boy, but Jace can't stay away from Clary. When they meet again, Clary discovers the horror Lilith's magic has wrought. Jace and Sebastian are now bound to each other, and Jace has become a servant of evil. Dun dun dun! That's not in there, but I feel like it should be. Clave has determined to destroy Sebastian, but there is no other way to harm one boy without destroying the other. Only a few people believe that Jace can still be saved. Together, Alec, Magnus, Simon, and Isabelle bargain with the sinister Sealy Queen, contemplate deals with demons, and turn at last to the merciless, weapon-making Iron Sisters, who might be able to forge a weapon that can sever the bond between Jace and Sebastian. If the Iron Sisters can't help, their only hope is to challenge heaven and hell, a risk that could claim their lives. And so they must do it without Clary, for Clary's playing a dangerous game utterly alone. The price of losing is not just her own life, but Jace's soul. She's willing to do anything for Jace, but can she still trust him? Or is he truly lost? What price is too high to pay for even love? Love, blood, betrayal, revenge. Darkness threatens to claim the Shadowhunters in their arriving 5th book of Mortal Instruments series. Biggest books of the series, I'd say, because I think this one was supposed to end the actual series. It was just this book, but I guess fans and just more people wanted it, so she created 4th and 5th one. And I've got to say, this is becoming one of my favorites of the series. I love the first one, I love the second one, I love the 3rd one. I'm not too big of a fan of the 4th one. It was okay. I love it because it's a part of the series. I just got over a coughing fit. Anyway. But I felt like the 5th one was really good. It really stood its place in the whole series. I felt like it was just really good, and I'm going to tell you why I liked it so much. I'm going to talk about the characters because there is a myriad of characters, and they have evolved so much in this series. You've just seen them within 5 books, just from one person it changed to the other one, like they just evolve, and it's beautiful, and I love reading and getting really involved with characters. So first we're going to talk about Clary. We all know Clary. Clary makes some foolish decisions. We all know that. She's kind of almost blinded by love. I don't know what I would say if I was in her shoes. I don't ever want to be in her shoes. But yeah, there's just been mistakes, and some of the choices she's made in previous books before, I felt like I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, are you not thinking? Like, what is wrong with you? In this book, I felt like she was very level-headed. She had a good reason for every choice she made. You know, she wasn't going into it hastily. Well, she does that kind of. That's just who she is. She was going in with a really good purpose. She wasn't just doing it because she was blinded by love and oh la la la. She was really trying to just figure things out and trying to do the right thing, and I really like that. I felt like Clary has grown up tremendously and to become like just a very strong character that is just not afraid to do what they want, and now she's to the point now where she's like doing the right thing, so that's really good. I'm really happy to see that happen. She's doing smart, decisive moves, and I really enjoy that. And plus, we get to see her a little bit fighting in this book, and I really love, I don't know if I've stressed this to you guys enough, that I love a very strong heroine that can kick some butt. I think it's just from Buffy. I don't know. But I really love that. So Clary, thumbs up for you, Clary. Sebastian, wow. It takes a lot for me to like a villain. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's just some villains I read that I just enjoy reading them. I just want to find out more about them and why they are the way they are and what has made them so evil. And Sebastian is that. I feel like he is a great villain. I love that about him because he is just very sick, sadistic, and he's just so evil, and I really enjoy that about him. Like, when I read about him, I want to see more. I want to see more what I love that. I loved every scene with him in it because it was just so conniving and evil, and he's just a sick, evil guy, like a great villain. Jace. Jace is, you know, really not Jace in this book, but it's interesting to see another side of him. You know, it's just, he's once again somewhat possessed in this book. Maybe it's just Jace. I don't know, he was possessed in the other book kind of, so now he's like kind of possessed in this book. So I mean, it's just weird seeing him the way he is, and we get to see his true form. I'm not going to spoil anything like that for you guys. But I can't comment too much on Jace because it wasn't really Jace, you know. It says that in the flap, you know. So Jace and Sebastian are now one, like, you know, hurt one, the other one hurts, all that kind of stuff, you know. So it's not really Jace. So I can't really on what was there of Jace. I enjoyed because I love Jace. He is one of my all-time favorite male characters because he's probably just so beautiful and dangerous and all that stuff. What more can a girl ask for? Simon. I did not like Simon in the very beginning of this series. I felt like he was just another, he was part of that love triangle that always exists in books, and he was the part of the love triangle that I didn't want to even explore. I know I've told you guys this plenty of times, I fall very heavily to one side of the triangle, and I stay with that one side of the triangle. I don't falter at all usually. And the other side was Simon, and I was like, oh, Simon, get out, get out, get out, la la. It wasn't until, you know, he became a vampire and became more independent and strong that I really enjoy reading him now. And I really, not only that, but I really enjoy him and Isabelle together. I feel like they are a great couple, and I just want to see more, and I want to see more of that develop. I'm not going to tell you if you see much of that in this book because that would be spoiling. Guys, come on. I'm trying to be good here. But yeah, I really enjoy reading Simon, and I never thought I would ever say that. Ever. Isabelle. I have always loved Isabelle. I just think she is a great girl. I think she's a great heroine. You know, she's very strong. She's very, but I love that she, like, beneath Isabelle is a very kind-hearted and can easily be broken-hearted too. And I love seeing that side of her, especially in this book, you know, so vulnerable almost. And I really enjoy that because she's such a strong character. And of course I love Alec, and of course I love Magnus. Those are great characters too. They're not some of my favorites, but I enjoy reading about them. As for the other characters, I like Luke. I like Clary's mom. You know, they're not, the ones I mentioned that I really talked more about are the main characters for me. We're going to talk about Clary and Jace and relationships. We get to see some, you know, Clary and Jace, or not Jace as I should say, and it gets pretty steamy and stuff like that. Who doesn't love reading steamy stuff? Fear of age, of course. It doesn't get like that though. Don't think it's like crazy. It's not crazy. Anyway, but we get to see that, and I really enjoy the relationship between Clary and Jace because I felt like last book all they did was just like hate each other, make out, hate each other, make out, hate each other, make out, and I was like, what is going on? What kind of relationship is this? I would not want to be in that relationship. But this one I feel like we get to see more of what Clary really feels and how she deals with this insane thing that's going on, and just, it's insane. Plot-wise, I think this book was really good for plot-wise. Some of the other books, which I haven't read in a while, so you have to forgive me if I'm totally wrong on these. I got bored at times with the book, and I was like, this isn't really going anywhere. But this book, like, I felt like every chapter really had something that was like, bam, like something new, and I was like, wow, I did not expect that. Like, I felt like that a lot in this book, and I really enjoyed that. Like I said, every chapter was something brand new, and I really loved that. And it just had me guessing. I really love books that had me guessing, and this book really had me guessing because I just did not know what was going to happen next or what was going to happen after that, or it was just good. It was just good seeing new elements and new things like the book. So overall, I'm going to give this book a 5 out of 5 because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I really thought it would take me quite a while because it was so thick and 540 something odd pages to finish. But it took me like 3 days because when I really love a book, I'll read it whenever. Like when I'm cooking dinner, like I'll be cooking chicken and I'll be open. When I'm just looking over it, I'll be reading. If I'm just sitting there, if I'm just sitting in traffic, I'll read it. Like, I'll read a really good book anywhere. I don't care where it is. I'll read it. But I really enjoyed this book. So I definitely recommend you collect this whole series, of course. I mean, come on. Go get the Mortal Instruments. One of my all-time favorites. It's right up there with Harry Potter and Divergent. I love it that much. I will talk to you guys later.